What's going on, y'all? It's your girl Neffy Raps. It's the vibe session, y'all, right here at Power 214 Radio. You know we the hottest in the Triple D, yo. We bring the dopest independent artists, not only from Dallas, but from all over the world, man. And today, I'm super excited, y'all, because this artist that we bringing in, y'all, is like from my side of the world, right? So I'm super excited to have Bounce Beat Black on the call. What's going on?
Hey, what's up? What's going on with you?
How are you today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing really, really good. So listen, people listening in, they probably like, what is Neffy talking about? Bounce Be Black, tell us what city you repping today.
We're rapping the DMV. I'm from Maryland, PG County, Landover. That's where we're coming from.
It's lit, baby. Shout out the whole DMV. Listen, I'm like a Baltimorean, but I also lived in DC. I went to school in DC, so I definitely got a little bit of both in me. So shout out the whole DMV, baby. You already know the vibes.
Yes, sir.
So it's lit. I used to be all up and down U Street, Pure Lounge. I used to go all up and down through there. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the whole DMV. That's lit. So Bounce Beat Black, for the people that's tuning in, that's listening, rocking with us right now, for people that may not be familiar with you and your sound and what you do, tell us a little bit about yourself as an artist.
Well, me about myself, we're growing up at the DMV, basically we all had the go-go in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. So that's where I got the bounce beat part from, because I was started out in the go-go bands just doing that. So I take a lot of my music from that and I bring it into the rap side. I do a lot of singing, a lot of melodic stuff. So that's where most of my influence comes from. And that's pretty much about, like, a lot of my music about. I make a lot of music for the ladies. I'm a ladies man, I like to do that. That's what I like to do. But
you know we love that.
but yeah, that's pretty much about it, for real, for real.
Okay. Listen, I love it. I love go-go as well. And since we're in Dallas, they may not know about what go-go is. So please give us the breakdown. Go-go for me is like music for the people. Like the drums, the beat, like you just cannot not move when you hear go-go. And an experience of go-go is like nothing you've ever seen before. So for our listeners and people that may not be familiar, let us in on that go-go sound.
Go-go, it really, like, a lot of people that's like not from here, they can't really take it from listening to CDs. It's a whole experience. You gotta actually go to the go-go to feel it, from the drums, the congos. It's really percussion driven. So that's like really what it is. You got but it's two different sides of it. You got your Congo grooves and that came before. That's where it started from in like the funk era. They got your Congo pockets and stuff like that. But then my era is the bounce beat. It's more upbeat, timbales. You can't do nothing but party music. And they just put a documentary out last night on TV One about go-go. So if y'all get a chance to go check that out, it'll give you way more insight than what I could give you.
Really? Listen, I might have to go watch that myself. Shout out to DC.
Yeah, they just put that out. Yeah, they just put that out last night too. That's crazy.
All right, I'm gonna have to look that up. What's up, TV One? Okay, they shedding light. I love to see that. But yeah, just going off of what Bounce Beat Black said, y'all, go-go is really an experience. Like you can listen to it sounds great, but when you go and you see a stage full of drums and cymbals and all kinds of stuff going on, it really is a whole different experience. So tell us a little bit about how you got into making music. Is it something that you kind of always had in you growing up? Was it somebody influenced you? How did you get into doing it in the first place?
It still goes back to the go-go. I started first doing music when I got in a go-go band. I was 14 years old. So that's jumping off the porch early, going to the clubs, performing, doing all crazy types of stuff. Just, it was ridiculous back then. So that's pretty much how I got started. I was in the go-go band. And I did that probably all the way from when I was 14 to probably like 25. And then I started learning how to produce, engineer, and all of this other stuff. So then I just decided to start doing my own music separately. I still like doing go-go music, but I wanted to branch out and do something a little bit different.
Okay, so that's dope. You do music, you also produce, you also play. So you like a triple threat going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
You come from the go-go thing, you gotta be able to do multiple things. It's hard to just be in one thing, especially when you're around a bunch of different musicians. You pick up different things. You pick up how to maybe play the drums that you never did before. You pick up how to do keyboards. You go pick up something else extra. So that's another beautiful thing about go-go, just being around, just listening and being around a lot. You're gonna pick something up.
That's a fact. Okay. So I heard you say that, you started really young, like 14, playing in the clubs. I can't imagine being 14 in the clubs. My mama pulled me out and like whip my ass real quick. How was it for you being in the club so young? I know a lot of up and coming artists, when they start young, you have to play in the club sometimes. Or you have to play in spaces where people might be a little older for you. Do you think they made you grow up faster, or you were just kind of young and having fun?
Yeah, definitely made me grow up faster because I was the youngest. And like, yeah, I was literally like the youngest out of everybody. So I was always hanging around older people. At first, my mama didn't know. We was sneaking out to go. But then once she found out, I can't even remember how she found out, but once she found out, she became more supportive. She started taking us to band practice and stuff like that. Because that's what really kept me out of the streets. From being young, we was bad doing stupid stuff, stealing, going up other people's neighborhoods, stealing dirt bikes, just doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So that really just took me out of the street from being I probably wouldn't be where I am right now if it wasn't for Go-Go, to be honest with you. Because we used to do a lot of crazy stuff when we was younger.
Okay, so music saved you. That's lit. That's how I
Pretty
feel
much.
too. Yeah, okay. Have you ever done like any big stages in DC, like the Fillmore or?
Yeah, I probably did everything go-go wise on the stage, but my own stuff, like my music, I perform Fillmore. I've done, that's probably like the biggest one in the area that I've done. I've done the Fillmore.
Shout out to Fillmore. I can't be mad at that. All right. Listen, man, if y'all tuning in right now, we vibe and we live and direct, y'all, with Bounce Beat Black, repping the whole DMV, okay? Having some dope conversations. So tell us a little bit about some of your musical influences. I know the go-go is heavy for you. But outside of go-go, who are some people that you grew up listening to, or even that you may be fans of right now?
Well, growing up, I'm 27, so growing up, my mom's older, so she had me listening to like a lot of her stuff. But when it comes to my music, I'm gonna be honest, my influences come from T-Pain, and the person that I'm not gonna even lie, the person that really made me just want to start doing my own music, because I was producing. I wasn't even trying to be a rapper enough. I was producing. The person that really influenced me was Speaker Knockers, because recipe Speaker Knockers, but the thing that he was doing, he was making his own beats and rapping on them. And it was like, instead of me trying to get everybody else to get on my beats, I'm just gonna do it myself. That's what really, and he influenced me heavily. I'm gonna say that. That's one person that I would say really influenced me heavily. But like current people, probably Drake. That's another big one. Chris Brown, he's a big one. And pretty much that's about it, to be honest with you. I'm a music lover, so I take from everything, but like the biggest inspirations is probably those four: T-Pain, Speaker Knockers, Drake, and Chris Brown.
Okay, solid list right there. I can't be mad at that. Have you heard a little bit about some of the backlash and cancel culture that's surrounding J. Cole right now?
Yes, I hate cancel culture, but I have heard about it.
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous. How are we going to be canceling J. Cole? How you feel about that?
I don't see what is there to cancel about it. Like I'm still trying to figure it out. Be honest with you, first of all, like I said, I hate cancel culture because we say we're going to cancel this, but people will say that for a little while and then it'll blow over. Then what's actually supposed to be going, like when we had the whole Black Lives Matter movie, we was trying to cancel all our black people for not actually like just because they viewed it differently. I feel as though we all had the same common goal, but everybody seen a different way of how to get there. So I seen a lot of people just saying, "Oh, this person canceled because they're not 100% with the way we're trying to do it." So like, but then y'all gonna cancel them for a little while, but then y'all gonna be back on them. But I don't see you can't cancel J. Cole. He been rocking with it too. Just because you don't agree with how he views something, I don't understand it. Like,
I don't. It can be a headache sometimes. Bounce be like, I ain't even gonna hold you. Sometimes I be confused because people be ready to cancel somebody like J. Cole, but then give 6ix9ine a pass, and I'm just scratching my head, like confused, like what is really going on in the music industry? It's crazy. So listen, we're not canceling J. Cole, y'all. Let him live. He put out a song, and yeah, like I guess people didn't like his approach to it, and I'm like, at least he's speaking on it.
And it's crazy, even if they feel as though he was talking about whoever. I really don't. Honestly, I don't even know what situation happened between him and the young lady he's supposed to be about. I heard the song, but I don't know the whole backstory because I ain't getting deep into it. But from what I've seen, it seemed like I heard she put her rebuttal on. It wasn't like nothing, no, like she's not trying to cancel him. So why y'all trying to cancel him? Like, exactly. What's really going on?
We can have conversation without canceling each other, y'all. We got to do
Yeah,
better.
exactly.
2021.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna piggyback off of that a little bit. It is a lot going on in the world right now. COVID has kind of shaken up 2020 for literally everybody in every corner of the world almost.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like you said, the whole Black Lives Matter thing that's going on with, you know, people standing up against police brutality. 2020 for me has been like the Twilight Zone, low key. How are you managing and keeping things going and keeping positivity through like all the stuff that's going on right now?
Blocking out a lot of stuff, to be honest with you. But COVID is like, it's not like, I don't want people to misconstrue what I'm trying to say. For me, it's kind of been a blessing in disguise because it gave me a chance to focus on things. It's bad because people are actually dying from this, and it's really affecting people in negative ways. But I feel as though, like, for somebody like me, it gave me an opportunity to really sit down and be able to focus on being able to work on this music, work on this project, do what stuff I really needed to get done. That I probably would have been out doing something different with the time. But and then at the same, and also, like, excuse me, if it weren't for COVID, I don't know if this would have happened, but I don't think the George Floyd thing would have been as big if COVID wasn't around. Because people have time to go out there and protest. They have time to actually put in. They don't have to go to work. They don't have to work. So people could be out there all day if they need be because everything's shut down. So it has some positive things, and we all know the negatives that comes with it. So I just think that you got to take it one day at a time and figure out what's best for you and how you can manage it. That's what I've been doing.
That's a good approach to it. Like, that's a big fact. Like, you touched on two different parts. I think for the creatives, it's been like kind of that weird catch-22 where you kind of finally have the space and the time to really create or kind of just buckle down and do some things you've been want to do. And like you said, a lot of people got time. I mean, some days I've been hitting people on the comments like, I got time today. Like, you ain't gonna come for me. Yeah. So a lot of people have had time. So yeah, it's interesting, but we just gotta ride it out. That's all we can do and keep things moving. But it will be interesting to see how the world looks as this kind of rolls off.
The world's gonna definitely be different.
Yes,
it's definitely crazy. Gonna be different.
Okay, all right, dope. So back to your music, Bounce Beat Black. I heard word on the street is you have a dope record with Rico Nasty. Is this right?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. That's correct.
So tell us how that. First off, shout out to Rico Nasty. If you don't know who she is, she's a dope female rapper who's really making waves. I believe she's originally from the DMV.
Yeah, she is.
So tell us how that record came about.
Well, it's really just me connecting with other people in the DMV. I reached out to her about doing a song. It's another artist from the DMV, Top Dollar Squeezy. I already had him on the hook, so I was just thinking about who's in the area that would sound dope on it. So we've been following each other on Twitter for a minute. So I hit her up on Twitter like, yeah, I got a song I want you to get on. We talked business. We had to do it. We got her on the song, and that's pretty much how it happened. It wasn't like nothing like too big or too like. I just knew she was a dope artist. Like, she's really dope. And I wanted to do a song with her. I reached out and she showed me love. That's pretty much how it happened.
All right, that's lit. What's the name of that record so the people can check that one out also?
It's More Money Than You, Bounce Beat Black, featuring Top Dollar Squeezy and Rico Nasty.
Okay, More Money Than You. Okay, dope. So you definitely doing your thing. You making the connections out there, and that's all that really matters. Applying that pressure. Yeah. And every time you get a dope feature like that, it's a definite win. So shout out to you. Shout out to Rico. Shout out to the other artists featured on the track. I'm gonna definitely check that joint out. I think I became a fan more when I heard her on the Doja Cat record. Even though people canceled Doja Cat, I kind of halfway canceled Doja Cat, but
that Doja Cat situation is totally that's a different situation. That's crazy.
That's crazy, right?
I haven't. I'm gonna say it from this standpoint. It's crazy if everything I heard is true. I haven't looked into, like I said, I don't really look into it. I see stuff on Twitter. I see stuff on the timeline, and I mean, I don't really go deep down into it to fact check everything. But if what I've heard was true, that's really crazy.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to confirm that probably what you heard was true. I gotta confirm it because I seen some stuff myself, and I was like, Doja. I was hurt.
That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate.
It's unfortunate. I just laugh. I laugh it off, as you can see. I mean, it's serious to me, but To be woke, it would be like to be in a state of rage 24/7. And I like to laugh, so I can't be angry all the time.
Yeah, of course. I try not to get angry at all. People say I'm too nonchalant. I don't get mad about stuff. I don't get too overzealous. They just say I'm too even keeled.
That's good. I bet you healthy. Your blood pressure probably on point. All your levels is right.
Yeah.
You know, because that stress will do something to you. So ain't nothing wrong with that. All right. We vibing, y'all. We vibing. So you got a new record that we want to play for the people in just a few minutes. So we about to talk about that joint. I believe it's called Catastrophe. So it sounds crazy, right? The word catastrophe is usually a horrible situation. Tell us a little bit about that record.
Well, it was just like something I was going through at the time, and I wrote it like really like when COVID started hitting us hard here. So it kind of just came. It was like a perfect storm, really. Like the song's about like really about betrayal and how like the emotion of like how that makes you feel. And like when somebody hurts you like really bad, it feels like the end of the world, like a catastrophe. So, and then like COVID was going on and all this crazy, like it was really crazy at the beginning. Like when it really started, it was really, really crazy. People was dying fast. It felt like a catastrophe. So that's how it just came in my mind like that. It came to me so naturally when I made it. So that's how that song really, really came about. Like I heard, like as soon as I heard the beat, like I got the melody, and then the words, the catastrophe just really just kept going in my head, and that's just how I came up with that.
It's real though. That's kind of what it feel like. Like, so you kind of on point with that. I mean, we navigate through, but when you really get down to it, it's kind of a mess out here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's dope, and I love music that's current, that's relatable, that's on trend. So I'm definitely excited to check that record out. We are going to play it in just a few minutes. But before we do that, I want to just talk to you a little bit about some plans that you have for the rest of 2020 going into 2021. I know as artists, we can't do things that we used to do, like perform. Well, some people are. Yeah. I'm not ready because I know if I got to get on a mic behind somebody that was just spitting and giving they all, I'm going to have a hard time. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be easy for me. So I know people are doing virtual things. People are doing virtual shows and kind of finding other ways to maneuver. What are some plans you have to kind of keep things going for the rest of the year?
Well, that's one thing that you touched on, the virtual shows. I want to be able to get that in my home setup so I can be able to do virtual shows. But right now, to be honest, I'm working on my I plan on staying independent. I don't really know how many other artists are planning to do, but I really want to stay independent. So I'm really working on like my first album. So that's what I'm pushing for. Like I'm just busy in the studio working. That's what I want to push forward. So like this is actually the second single that's probably going to be on the album, the song that you're going to play next. So that's what I'm really focused on, just pushing what I got right now to build up for that. I'm building up towards my album. That's what I got planned. And I'm gonna do a lot of like virtual performances once I get everything in order for that. And if things become more safe, of course I'm gonna have more events, more shows and stuff like that.
All right, I'm gonna be checking for you. I'm a fan, so I'm gonna definitely be keeping up with you. We're gonna show you love up here at Power 214 Radio. Maybe when this is all over, you can pull up on us and we could do the interview in person at the station. That would be dope.
I'll definitely pull up. Yes. That's one thing about me. I will pull up. I don't got no problem with that. I'll pull up.
Yes, we got this big, beautiful station, but we got to scale back, unfortunately, because of COVID and do things a little different. But once it's over, I need y'all to pull up on me, okay?
That's no question.
Yeah, so it's a vibe. All right, well, we're about to play this record in just a few minutes, but before we do that, Bella Speak Black, I want to first thank you for being such a dope guest on the show today. And I also want you to go ahead and drop your social media, your handles, and your YouTube and all of that so people know where they can find you and check you out.
You can find me everywhere. It's Bounce Be Black. I don't have nothing crazy going on. It's just Bounce Be Black. And the Catastrophe video is actually out on YouTube. So you can search it on YouTube, Bounce Be Black Catastrophe. The music video is out. Go watch that.
Okay. All right, y'all. Well, listen, you heard it first. Right here on the Vibe Session on Power 214 Radio, baby. You already know the vibes. I need y'all to check out this dope record. I need you to stream it, download it, add it to your playlist. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. Because that's how we doing things, baby. This is Bounce Beat Black with Catastrophe. Let's get into it.